Greetings everyone. Today I wanted to do a quick update video and wanted to actually demonstrate one of the features that I find very helpful, especially in alliances that have multiple time zones, is to use the alliance schedule. Um, it's good timing on the alliance schedule because if you're unlucky like us, we actually have both Chaosland and Battle Frenzy, as well as our weekly, Zombie Uprising, Doom Arena, and Elite War scheduled, in a little less than 24 hours. So it all this is the most events and activities that I've ever seen. And then soon after that, we start our first global conquest. So a lot of things happening, as you can see. Okay, Chaosland is starting soon. You see Battle Frenzy is starting soon. And then, global conquest, the first battle starts soon after that. So let me just talk about some of the nuances in doing the alliance schedule. You can see here, I'm the alliance scheduler here for us here in 285. You know, part of the challenge is figuring out when these events happen, and then when you schedule these, and I'm gonna show you. So here we already have 10 events scheduled, which is the maximum. So you can't do infinite. If you try to schedule a new one here, it's gonna say, oh, you need to delete one basically to set up a new one. So I'm gonna go ahead and, for demonstration purposes, go ahead and delete one of these and then show you how to set one up. Okay, so I deleted the elite war that we have scheduled. So let's try to find out what we want to do. So if you look at your elite war schedule here, you can see that, okay, I have this elite war schedule coming up, and it's gonna start in 20 hours and 2 minutes. There's the date. This date that's displayed is actually in local time, as it says here. So I am in Eastern Standard Time, so this is going to be the Eastern Standard Time for it. Anybody else looking at this, it will display your local time. And that's the most important thing to remember when you're scheduling. When you're scheduling, the times will be in local time and not server time. This is different from everything else that you're looking at. So very important to remember, when you're doing the schedule, it's going to be in local time. This is the same when you try to actually schedule a elite war. So if you try to declare a war, these times that are declared here and displayed is actually in local time. Many of you already know this because you've had the displeasure of accidentally thinking that it was server time, but it is actually local time. So keep that in mind, that when you schedule these, the times for the Elite Wars, as well as the Alliance schedule, all of those are displayed in local time. So let me show you how to do it. So here you can see that, okay, I want to set it up for April 30th at local time 12:30. Okay, so if I go to my Alliance schedule, hit create schedule, because I deleted one, it'll allow me to do it. Of course, I don't want to retype it again, so I already have it in my clipboard. I'm going to go ahead and hit paste. So here you can see the most important thing to keep in mind is that, look, the local time, which is in my zone, is Eastern Standard Time. Here you can see that I've already set it for 12:30. And now let's go ahead and put the title. We're going to say it's going to be Elite War. Our opponent is the Alliance GNW. So I like to put that in since we have multiple Elite Wars here. And you can see here that I have several different time zones because this represents all of our time zones in this alliance, the pirate ship SDP. So you can see I keep this format, and then as we change it, as time zones change, as daylight savings change, I do that, but I use a copy paste format to do it. Now that when you come to set time, here's the most important thing to remember. This set time here is actually your local time, so we're going to follow the same thing. We knew that that said it was going to be Eastern time would be 12:30 and not server time, so we're going to 12 and 30. Yes, send a push notification and hit create. One more thing to remember is that when you do this, there's a game thinks that there's a conflict, that even though it allows you to put in this local time, it will not allow you to do it if the time in server time is before this local time. It allowed me to do it because now this event that's coming up, so here's the one that I just created, which was here, Elite War GNW, and the countdown you can see is 19, 59, 57. So this one I usually go to make sure that, does this look okay? I come back to the Elite War. Yep, there's the same time, 19, 59, 45. So I know that I did it right. If you try to do something that is so the time difference between server time and local time is about, I think it's 5 or 6 now. It's 6 hours. So if you try to schedule any event that's shorter than 6 hour, I found out that you can't do that because it's going to say that it needs to start, beyond what the current server time is. So that's something to keep in mind, that if you want to schedule these, I wouldn't be able to edit this if there was just less than 6 hours left, because it's not going to allow me to. So the game logic, it suffers a little bit there, that yes, it's displaying your time in local time, but when it tries to post this, it uses server time. So just remember that. Look at your difference between server and local time, and if that is 6 hours, you need to at least schedule events 6 hours ahead. That is it for using the Alliance schedule. You can see here I have the Chaosland times displayed. Chaosland, those times used to be at server reset. They actually changed it, and it's really important. And that I'll give you one more tip, is that it's very important to do as many of these as you can. I have another video on how to max Chaosland without using a lot of heal speeds to get that max merit, and it's one of the best sources of merit. I try to do all three if I can. Sometimes I call in. Um, and you can see here's the third one. So it's really hard for the US-based people to do the first session, but I usually stay up late, so it's not hard. So you start one here. You can see that starting at 1 a.m. in the morning for my time. One more thing that I wanted to leave you with, this is the bonus content, is that I was very excited to see that it looks like the developers heard us. So thank you for those of you that wrote to Camel, those of you that posted on Discord. And it looks like, again, it's really nice to see Camel listening to us when there's enough voices. They went back and actually adjusted the exchange store for officer fragments. I tested it earlier. I didn't record it, but when I tested it and I did 10 refreshes, you can see I already used it up here. I actually got one Tifa, one Stormbow, and one Major Morgan from 10 refreshes, which is great because my rate before, after they nerfed it, was about one war officer in about 20 to 30 tries. So in 2 to 3 days, I would get one. So it's great to see that the exchange rate store has been, or the rate has been restored. So thank you to Camel for that. The last thing I wanted to show you guys is just a quick update on where I am. For those of you that follow me, I didn't record a video of this, but I was super, super excited. I successfully upgraded to an orange radar. I only had 3 of the 5. I only had 4 of the 6 pieces needed that was orange to go from a purple level 4 to a orange level 5, and I succeeded with, I believe the chances were either 36 or 38 for that. So that was really lucky, and I was super excited to see that. With that change, I was able to, we have an alliance buff here from the alliance spend event, but you can see here that my LRA is 500.9%. So that was a big milestone for me. So excited to do that. As some of you already know, I don't spend that much, but I try to spend smart to keep up and enjoy the game. So that was a quick update of where I am. I'm excited to do Chaosland. The last thing I will say is that if you are like us and you have all of these events at the same time, you're better off. The rewards from Battle Frenzy are actually the worst. So even though Battle Frenzy starts, wait until you finish your first or second Chaosland. If you have any Elite War schedules, finish those and then jump into doing the last phase of Battle Frenzy. Just suicide on a bunch of people in the last hour or two, and you should still be able to get max rewards. The merit that you're going to get from Chaosland is going to be much better. To do the first one is free. The second one, it costs 2,000 gold to enter in. I highly recommend that you try to max those merits, and you will see here that it does pay off. I'm going to show you my rank in the server. I don't rank that highly in many things, but I do take pride in merit. So you can see here are some of our monsters, and you can see that I'm actually ranked 4. And the only way I'm not that strong, you can see that clearly it's because I did the Chaosland. So you see I'm almost to the point where I could get to second lieutenant if I do a couple more rounds of Chaosland. And just so I can demonstrate, you can look at my officer power. I'm not that strong in this server. Here's some of the monsters. My rank is 40, but you can clearly see that because I focused on Chaosland, my merit rank is actually pretty great. And the benefits that you get from that merit is awesome. So you can see here, so I need about 9,100 more merit. And I might just be getting that after the 3 rounds of Chaosland if I can actually manage to schedule them and max out the merit rewards, which means you need 30 million points. And then finally, you'll get some merit from the completion of Battle Frenzy. So hopefully by the next time we do it, I should rank up. And that rank up is actually a decent bonus. You can see that the next level gets me, 2,500 extra units, 2% extra HP boost, and 3% attack. So it all adds up. Thanks for watching, guys. That's a quick update of how to use the Alliance schedule and some tips, that are coming up. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't. Thank you, everybody, for your continued support. It really means a lot. Have a wonderful day. Good luck in all your events and global conquest.